All right. We are live again. Back-to-back breaks tonight. We just did a football break, and now we got Heritage. All right. It's not a Drake break, so we're not going to be opening 86 Fleer basketball. I think that's going on as we speak on Ken Golden's Instagram, but we're going to have some Heritage, and maybe, just maybe, we got a history of red inks usually once a year. Will we see it in Heritage? Will we see it in high number? I think they have them in minors too, right? I don't remember. I think they do. But we've got some history there, and some good ones too, like Shohei Ohtani a couple of years back. What was it? 2019, so it was the second year Shohei Ohtani. So we got some history with Heritage. I like Heritage. I sold that Lucas Giolito probably a year too soon. But I digress. So right now, we have 4 teams left in this one. Now, it's not just a half case of Heritage. It's a half case plus. So not only do we got 6 of these guys here. All right. Oh, I got to open a new case. I apologize. We're doing a case break. These were the props that I did for the video. Hold on. Got to do it right when we're splitting a case break. We got to do halves and halves, right? So, I'm going to take 6 boxes out of here. And do this thing right. Cheap. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So hopefully we do the other half of this case tomorrow. Need to grab some top loaders too for this. I'll just put the shelf here and get more in there tomorrow. All right, so this break is almost sold out, but until we show the first hit, you can get in on this one. Blue Jays are $89.95. Diamondbacks are $29.95. White Sox, $79.95. And then the Padres, $64.95. And in addition to our 6 boxes of Heritage, we've got 4 of these Leaf Blasters, Leaf Draft. And then we got a hobby of Pro Set Metal. And we have a jumbo of Leaf Metal Draft. We did a personal earlier of just a hobby. And I actually have that sitting over here somewhere. Did a hobby box earlier. And some cool stuff in there. We had this Brett Beatty, numbered to 10. And this Wilman Diaz, numbered to 4. So not only is there going to be 9 autographs instead of the 6 that we did in the previous box, but there'll be a 10th one, and that one will be a 1-of-1 proof. So there will be guaranteed 1-of-1 in this break. How's that sound? All right. Nothing too but to do it. Let's get the roll call in here. All right. I also want to share this up too. To my news feed. To the group. So if anybody is looking to purchase a team, at this point, it needs to be done in the drip shop. All right? Yeah, Blue Jays, $89.95. Diamondbacks, $29.95. White Sox, $79.95. And the Padres, $64.95. It is quiet over there on Facebook. Nobody's got anything to say? All right, so we're going to do roll call. Again, it's first come, first serve over on drip. Looks like Stanford's starting to pull away from Texas in the women's final. Not out of reach. Kettle Marte extended in Arizona. Brendan McKay, who's coming back from Tommy John surgery, getting sent back down to the minors, it looks like. Probably just to give him some more time to get acclimated. Oh, Shelby Miller making a comeback. There we go. Minor league contract. I shouldn't say a comeback because he played for 2 teams last year, but he really didn't go anywhere. 0-1, 9.24 ERA. He was one I was big on for so long. I mean, he's only 31. He's still got time to be relevant, but not for long. Maybe for a season or 2, you know? Injuries kind of derailed his career a little bit. And inconsistency. Any other good news? Jed Lowry was signed, and it wasn't by the Mets, so that was good news. All right. Anyways. So let's do some roll call here. I'm looking on the wrong page. Come on. There we go. All right. Jeff Lukowitz, Jeremy Corbin, Gregory Krause, David Sipes, John McClellan, Terry West, Don Fixico, Chad Reagan, Steve Marone, Jeff Lukowitz, Scott Lamaglio, Michael Kelly, Melissa Marin. That should be everybody. So what is up? What is up? I hope so too. I hope we get a lot of nice cards out here. Hey, Terry, what's going on? Okay, Scott's here, you're here. And let's see if I missed anybody. Got you. And I got you. Hey, yo. For life. Survey says, don't let those hits be misses. And there's 4 teams left. And then if you're in here right now for this break, please let me know. Do you want to keep your teams or you want to let them go? Hashtag AKYT. All right. But everybody who's in this first half of the case, you have the opportunity to claim your teams, but you got pretty much the night to sleep on it if you need it. All right. I know one day I got to do a T-shirt that has that on it, right? Oh, I probably gave somebody the idea now. All right. So, again, look out. New football coming tomorrow. Probably new baseball coming tomorrow, too. We'll see how quickly we get payments in on Heritage. And you know, as long as we have like 15 keep, then we obviously have something to continue here. 20 keep, and then we can schedule it on drip. All right. I want to do it as early as possible tomorrow. I'm not sure what's going to go on. It's supposed to be like freezing temperatures tomorrow. So I don't know if 6, 7, and 8-year-olds playing softball outside is going to be the best thing tomorrow. So we might have some unexpected free time on our hands. We'll see. Same boxes again, including the Leaf stuff. Yes, yeah, I got plenty of Leaf. So same boxes again, including the Leaf stuff. So are we ready? Blue Jays, Diamondbacks, White Sox, Padres. The last 4 remaining teams. All 4 are in the drip shop right now. And once we show the first hit, we'll pull those off. We'll pull a small selection of boxes that we have available for personals up. But, like I said before, we got like 300 SKUs here. So do I have everything that I would like? No, but we have a pretty fair assortment of wax here. It's not like we don't have anything. Always want more. So here we go. Heritage. Good luck, everybody. And let's rip y'all a new one. All right. Got an empty trash can here. We're going to dump a lot of wrappers in this thing. And first card is going to be a 73 original. John Mayberry. Original centering, too. Look at that. Yeah, man. So, John Mayberry for the Royals. You get a little 50th anniversary flashback there. The corners are actually really sharp on this, though. I mean, this isn't the crappiest condition card we've seen come out of one of these. It's just not the best centered. All right, first box here. Good luck, everybody. And let's see what we got. You can still buy in until we show the first hit. So cards 401 out of 401 to 500. They're technically shorter print cards. They come one out of every 3 packs or so, if I remember right. They don't put it up at the top like they used to. But we're looking for some of the harder short prints. That's what we want to see. Oh, I got the first hit in my hands. It is not a miss. So first hit is in my hands. Anybody looking to jump in, the Blue Jays are $89.95. The Diamondbacks are $29.95. White Sox, $79.95. And Padres, $64.95. Garrett Cooper. Oh, Heritage wrappers are very much static conductors. I like to stick to my hands for some reason. It's my electric personality. So Orioles and what was it? The Reds? I forget. We already got 2 teams kept. I'm sure we'll see some more. I think we'll probably be around that 15 mark to keep. Matt Beatty for the Dodgers. So, kind of a platoon player. 204 at-bats for the Dodgers last season, 7 home runs, 270 average. I got actually game-used batting gloves of his in the shop. So his name pops up every now and then. Plays outfield too. So again, utility players doesn't have quite the same connotation that it did 10, 15 years ago. If anything, I think nowadays it's a very well-sought trait for a lot of players. I definitely know it is in the softball world, but even in Major League Baseball, especially with as many relief pitchers as teams carry nowadays, and players get a lot more days off than they used to. You do have value if you can play 2 infield positions and the outfield. If you can play at 3, 4, 5 positions and do well enough to play consistently too, you also are very valuable in fantasy leagues, right? Aristides Aquino. All right, here we go. Showing them off. Gonna be all about that base, We got Tatis. All right, with cards like this, we start from the top and the left, and we work our way across and down. So since we're doing a half case, we might see, a few repeats on stuff like this. So the first time around, it's going to go to the Dodgers. Second time around, if we see it again, it'll go to the Tigers, and third time around, it'll go to the Rays, and then it'll just rotate like that. All right. Now, if we have multiplayer hits on different teams, or even cards numbered to 50 or less, then generally that'll go to a random. And we do those on our in our Facebook group. Again, as we're expanding on Drip here, you may see things change. I started saying that last year. Expect to see some changes. Juan Soto. Kevin Biggio. Gavin Lux could use a little bounce back. Tom Seaver, that's an insert. Flashbacks from 73. Javier, or Jorge Soler. Matt Manning, that's a rookie card. Matt Olson, one of this year's big free agent guys. Dylan Carlson with the Rookie Cup. All right, he's a guy feels very undervalued right now. Just saying. A little Ronald Acuna Jr. Gio Urshela, who's now teammates with Tommy Pham. So Joey Votto. Rafael Devers, Akil Baddoo, Buster Posey, little Bieber fever over there, Mookie Betts. That first hit coming up. Again, same thing with this. I'll go to the Blue Jays first, and then it'll make its way around. And same thing with this. So I'll go to the Braves first. And the Nationals second. And usually with these, they'll keep, guys on the same team, I think, this year. Jeff McNeil. Here come the Judge. Luis Robert with the insert. And here comes the first hit. Hans Kraus. And it's going to be Javier Baez for the Tigers. Okay. So Javier Baez, Tigers, bat relic. Most of these hits are going to be relics, but usually you'll see anywhere from 2 to 4 autographs come out of a heritage case. So we should see at least one. I would say 2 is probably a safe number. All right. So there goes our first hit. So then the rest of the teams are going to stay in-house. All right, so real quick, delete. And we'll also throw in these boxes here. As some of our personal options. Anything that's in the shop, though, I got access to. Easy access. All right. Let's see here. Next pack. Got an image variation. Those are one in every 64 packs. So like every 3 boxes, you'll see one. It's a pretty decent name too. So, well, that's weird. 2 packs back to back. 2 image variations. You don't get a short print in just about every box anymore. So the fact that we got 2 in the same one, that's not too bad. It's not bad at all. Look at that. We were hoping we'd get 1, and then we got 2. Nothing to it but 2. Stranger things have happened. Remember that time we got 4 case hits in the same case with Absolute Football? Those class cards. You can have it. I want to see an SSP come out of this case, though. One solid super short print. I usually see. Oh, jeez. Charlie Culberson. This will close out the box. Yeah, that's what happened. I guess it was supposed to be just a regular high-numbered short print, and we ended up getting an extra image. Oh, there's one more package. That wrapper was not empty. And Tyler Rogers is another one. So, yeah, we had 5 high-numbered short prints in this box. So that's where the switch-up came. All right. Josh Donaldson. Yankees taking a little bit of a chance on him. Justin Verlander. Jazz Chisholm. Joe Ryan. Oh, this is a chrome. So Marlins got a little pop with Zach Pop. Going on a bender with Anthony Bender. And I got nothing for Zach Thompson. So regular chrome, but it looks cool because it's the rookies there. 477 out of 999. Mike Trout. Mike Trout always gets a little one-set love. He's like Tom Brady over there, right? TJ Friedel. I don't believe he was in the base top set, so Reds kind of got a little plus there. Edwin Diaz. O'Neal Cruz. Now, he was not in the base top set for Series 1. He did have an insert, though. So he wasn't completely absent, you know what I'm saying? Luis Robert, Tristan McKenzie, Starling Marte showing up as a Met. Brian Reynolds. One of the most underrated players in baseball. An abysmal 2020 season. But again, baseball players are creatures of habit. So, you know, some guys haven't bounced back like Christian Yelich. Brian Reynolds did. 24 home runs, 35 doubles, 8 triples. And he batted 302, bumping up his career average a little bit. So he is a superstar. I don't think he gets quite the credit that he should, but he also plays on a terrible team, so that kind of screws up things sometimes, right? All right. Julio Urias, who's been around forever, and yet he's like 12. Raimel Tapia just recently traded. He's a guy he's just a decent hitter. Doesn't hit for power. Only 6 home runs, and he freaking played on the Rockies. But you know he gets 20 plus doubles a year and is a solid bat in the lineup. So Mike Trout, boyhood photos of the Stars. Matt Manning. Acuna Jr. action there. Brandon Marsh, New Age Performers. Shohei Ohtani. Guess he gets some ones I love too, right? Little Bryce baby. Nolan Ryan. Oh, that's a high number card. So there was our other high number card. So we just got lucky and got an extra short print. I'll take it. Probably lose it somewhere down the line in this case, but who cares? Manuel Class. Then and now. So you got John Mayberry, who ironically was the first card that we opened up, right? As compared to Joey Gallo. Hopefully Joey Gallo's cards are much better centered than this one was, right? Yeah, he had a good season in 72. 24 doubles, 25 home runs, 100 RBI, batted .298. So, I'm wondering if that was his best season. But Mayberry also big on getting walks. He had 122 in 1973. And that's where the comparison is Joey Gallo's batting average might not always be the best. Oh, here's that first variation. But he does draw a lot of walks and has an amazing on-base percentage, despite the fact. So Garrett Cole with the short print for the Yankees. And again, when you look there, it's not focusing right. Come on, show the image. It says the word image, but it's a little too small. Sometimes the camera doesn't want to focus on the small stuff. Sometimes you need to focus on the small stuff, though. It's a life lesson for you. Francisco Mejia, now on the Rays. He's been bouncing around. Played for the Rays last year. Batted .260, so he's kind of getting himself on the right track. Jonathan India with the rookie cup there. Josh Bell now with the Nationals. Got dealt over or signed as a free agent last year. I don't remember which. 27 home runs. Rafael Devers. But we saw this earlier. And now we have a little close-up. Angels, Shohei Ohtani. And again, that is another, oh, there you see it clear. Image variation. Maybe we can get this guy back. Yeah, image variation. These cards are not to be ignored. Just because you get a relic in a box doesn't mean that something good ain't coming out. Respect the short prints, especially those super short prints. So listed as a DH pitcher, so his batting stats are on both of the cards. I wonder if any of the short prints for Ohtani have pitching stats on the back. Josiah Gray. And that's going to put the first box away. So the cool thing about the way we set this one up is that there is one box of Heritage for every box of Leaf. So we're going to take a look at this. And I just realized how much work I just made myself. I forgot these things. They're not like those Leaf football signature sets. You're also going to get a complete set of Leaf draft in here. So whatever prospects are on the main checklist, you're automatically guaranteed, right? All right. No, it's not terrible. Got something here. So we got Zach Geloff, Jose Ramos, and Jake Vogel. So that'd be the stronger of the three. I was invited to join the group anonymous. I don't know, there's just something shady about that. It's called anonymous. I don't want to join that group. MyLB.com, that's what I want. So Jake Vogel, Dodgers, was a third-round pick in the 2020 draft. And obviously 2020 I didn't play. So he is currently an A-ball and striking out a ton. So we'll see what happens with him in the future. Jose Ramos. There's two of them, but this one has a photo and looks exactly like him. So this one also goes to the Dodgers. This Dodger faring a little bit better. So he had a few games in 2019, did all right, and after the layoff in 2020, really turned it up a notch, splitting his time between rookie ball and A-ball. And 11 home runs, 24 doubles. In only 255 at-bats with a 329 average. He's also striking out a ton, though. 71 strikeouts. But on base percentage near 400. So that's not terrible. And then Zach Geloff. A's. Second round pick in 2021. He actually is a fast mover here. All right. He was a college player, went to Virginia. They actually bumped him. He played one game in rookie ball. All right, he batted 1,000, so I guess that makes quick promotion. He had 2 steals, 2 hits, scored a run, and they're like, all right, play some A-ball. So 124 at-bats, 7 home runs, 8 doubles, 11 steals, batted 298, 393 on base percentage, OPS of 941. They're like, okay, hot shot. How about you play 3 games at AAA? 3 games, right? Only 1 extra base hit, but his 7 hits produced 6 RBIs. So he had a 583 average, bringing the season to 333. All right, an OPS near 1, on base percentage over 400. So he's moving his way up quick. So I'm sure they're going to give him a good look at AAA this year, unless he has a crappy spring training and they send him to AA. But I don't see why they would do that. He was looking like he was rocking it. And then you never know. Maybe we see you in September, right? The A's were the only team not to spend a single dollar in free agency. I spent more money in free agency than the A's. All right, no, I spent just as much, but still. Yeah, that's it's very interesting. But they were involved in some trades, so it's not like they were completely quiet all off season. I mean, there's probably a couple teams that did spend $1, but were quieter than the A's. So we'll call a spade a spade. They're a Moneyball team. They don't want to spend the money, and yet somehow they get results year after year, where a lot of times they are making the playoffs. So what are you going to do? Welcome home, Mike. All right, so we saw the Shohei Ohtani short print. And now we've got a box topper to add to the mix there. So coolio on that. So Shohei Ohtani box topper. Where are we going to put this guy? This will put over here. I don't need those keys. Yeah, I mean, you don't go to the A's long term. We kind of know the deal there. All right, I'll do these in 3 piles now. Oh, that was first pack's got the hit in it. All right, it's another relic, but it's not a bad one. Somebody's going to be happy for it, even if it is just a relic. Yeah, I mean, it's no guarantee the A's are going to do all right this season. It's never a guarantee they're going to do all right any season. But that's just the living on the edge that they seem to do every year. And you look at Matt Olson going over to the Braves. Maybe they see something in Christian Pache that the Braves were just a little too easy to give up on. I mean, he was extremely highly touted, even going into the spring last year. And he was a disaster at both the major and minor league levels, but, maybe a couple adjustments and he figures it out. Sergio Alcantara. High number card. Yeah, Indians and Reds. Well, I know it's going to be hard for you to hear it and say it. Guardians are guarding their money. Let's face it. Guardians are guarding their money. They don't want to spend it. Chris Stratton. You think Jose Ramirez goes? I don't know how much time he's got left on his contract, but it can't be too much longer. Will Smith hit Chris Rock on the Oscars? No. Hit him or hit on him? I mean, it's Hollywood. Anything's possible. Like playful punching? I don't know. They have words. Adolis Garcia, 31 home runs last year. Oof. Jeff McNeil. Dave Winfield. Really? Oh, I gotta catch this. Well, his wife does she still do the heavy metal band? I think I actually have that CD. Forget what the name of the group is called, but I don't know, maybe she was sporting a look for her group or for a new movie. Yeah, Bieber was to avoid arbitration, right? Yeah, Lindor would have been up. So I think Ramirez was 1 or 2 years after him, right? Wicked Wisdom. That's the one. So I don't know if she still does that side gig there between movies. Shane Baez. I mean, it's no 30 Seconds to Mars, but, it's not terrible, right? DJ Peters. On the Rangers, was a Dodgers prospect for a while. Well, there's our first Wander Franco. We didn't see one in the first box, did we? I wonder what'll come out next. So they weren't even on stage together. He came out of the audience and smacked him. I don't know. You gotta wonder if they got something on the fix there and they're going to WrestleMania, but who knows? Brandon Marsh, rookie. Some leaders cards. Kyle Raleigh. Get out of here. Vidal Brujan. So we got our Rays cut coming through, right? Kyle Tucker, another one with some high expectations. 70 extra base hits last year, including 30 home runs, and just a tad under 300 on the batting average. But, I mean, he's no Mike Trout. Mike Trout can stay healthy this year. That would be nice, right? So Mike Trout going to be the second hit for Heritage. Another relic, but, not too many players in that tier. So nice little Mike Trout back relic. And Drake was teaming up with Ken Golden Auctions on the Instagram. And Drake, after going bananas for flawless the other day, just hit a Michael Jordan in his 86 Fleer basketball box. There you go. Not the sticker either, the legit rookie. Well, isn't that nice? All right. And I just got, let's see. There we go. The LeBron logo man did come out, but it wasn't in Vegas, huh? Came out of Hawaii? No, it's kind of ironic that comes out after the biggest break ever, right? $1.2 million worth of flawless boxes at the Mint Collective show in Las Vegas. Gotta make my way over to Vegas this year. I have something in mind. Pete Fairbanks. Let's see if I can make it happen. First, I got to take care of California. But it won't be to do a show, although I'll probably have some cards with me because I still got to work, even if I bring Lexi to a tournament. But Christian Arroyo. Victor Caratini. And let's take a look-see at the next stack. Tatis. Ryan Vilade should be a rookie. It is. Seaver and Urias. Another combo card there. Another combo card there. So that's the second time we've seen this card. So that time it'll go to the Tigers. Luke Voigt. Gavin Sheets. There's a regular Garrett Cole. Yes, indeedy. Lane Thomas. Had a pretty solid stint with the Nationals after the Cardinals kind of gave up on him. Luis Gil, Lourdes Gurriel, Bo Bichette, Roberto Clemente. I used to have a 73 Clemente many years ago. Base rookie for Luis Gil. Again, we're going to see a lot of repeats as we go through half a case of Heritage. And we'll see more tomorrow. We want to see a lot of Rays repeats, right? There's Joe Ryan. Get the Wander Francos in the deal, but all right. Still lots more to come. Here's Jordan Romano, who closes out the set at card number 500. Brusdar Graterol. A little rough stretch last year. Trying to remember, was he the ones the Twins kind of gave up on because they thought he had long-lasting arm issues, right? Or issues that would be chronic. Kwan Hyun Kim. I think he went back to the KBO, if I remember correctly. In his 30s. So he didn't do bad for the Cardinals either. I guess he maybe was homesick or whatever. I don't think he came back. Gotta wonder now with the designated hitter, does Carter Kieboom have a little bit more of a shot at making his way back into the lineup? He has not done well at the major league level at all. 207 average last year with 6 home runs and 6 doubles and 217 at bats. I mean, he's got some pop, but he's getting up there in age. So he's in his age 24 season. And just, he did not fare well in 2020 in a shortened season. Didn't do well in 2019 either, but he was okay in the minors. It might be his last opportunity. He might be the type of guy who, if he doesn't perform well at the major league level next time, he's going to end up on waivers. He's been optioned up and down a couple times, so I don't know if he's out of options yet. But there's Nolan Ryan. Benintendi. Matt Chapman. Bit of a headline name himself this year. Rafael Devers. 76 extra base hits, 113 RBIs last year. That's some serious production right there. Little Bryce baby. He's back to his old self again. He had 78 extra base hits. Only 84 RBI. Philly's just not getting enough base runners for him. Bogarts. He didn't get a lot of RBIs because everybody else was clearing them before him, including Devers, Ozzie Albies, Jordan Alvarez bouncing back nicely last year. He had a real short 2020 as he got hurt just a couple games in, and he went back to produce. So I think some people were concerned about him, and boy, it was a good time to buy last year on him. On Alvarez. Xander Bogaerts, Dansby Swanson, Nick Madrigal, and we'll end off with a smile, Francisco Lindor. All right, let's see what the next Leaf Blaster has in store for us. I know one thing it has in store for us, another 50-card set for me to sort. Let's see. Another all right name here. And that's I guess a gold, right? Cody Marsh, Coulson Montgomery, and Drew Gray. So Cody Morissette is a Marlin, if I remember correctly. Yep, Marlins. And second round pick last year. Only a limited time at the A level. Batted 204. Had 20 walks though in 137 with 57 plate appearances, I guess. So that's not terrible. He's got a good eye. He's just got to get the bat on the ball, I guess. Next guy here is Coulson Montgomery. Benny Montgomery is the one we really want to see, but Coulson Montgomery, a White Sox prospect. Oh, he was a first rounder last year. Okay. Only played in 26 games in rookie ball, but batted 287. Only 7 doubles, though. That's a little concerning. Looks more like the Raimel Tapia type. So while he batted 287 and had an on-base percentage of almost 400, low OPS, only like 758. And then Drew Gray is a Cubs prospect. Wait for it. Third rounder last year out of IMG Academy, so he was a high school pick. 4 innings. Despite an ERA of 0, he's got a record of 0-1 in his 2 games. Obviously, the run was not earned. There's only 1. It's a little bit of a hard luck loss there. Struck out 9 and walked 1 in those 4 innings. So, looks like a ground ball pitcher. Very limited numbers, though. Hard to tell. But if he can strike out more than 2 an inning, then he's got some closer potential. But we'll have to get a bigger sample size this year, right? All right, box number 3 of Heritage. And what we'll do is after the third box, instead of doing a blaster, we'll do the pro set. So kind of change it up, and we'll save that leaf metal jumbo for the last prospect box we'll do. We'll see that 1 of 1 towards the end there, right? Not necessarily a card you would expect for the METS Mets, but in 73, he surely was on that team. So the last 14 home runs of his journey to 660. I shut that thing off. Let's see. Schedule. Oh, I did it for the wrong day. That's why. All right. That should go off again. Box number 3 of Heritage. And we got Tris Speaker, all-time doubles leader. Even after all these years. Another Sergio Alcantara. And we have another image variation. So it's our third short print in 3 boxes. I feel we're a little bit ahead of the cut on that, so that's a good thing. Hopefully they'll keep on coming. I hate when the garbage bag falls all the way in. Caleb Tealbar. So, decent relief pitcher. You don't really hear this name, but I guess Minnesotans know who he is, right? Oh, look at that. He was not in the major leagues from 2016 to 2019. So I guess they put him up in 2020, very possibly just because there was no minor league season and he's got so much experience. But he had a few years out of the big leagues. I don't know if there were some injuries in between or what. Originally saw time in 2013, 14, and 15. Only had 6 appearances, 5 innings, and a 5.40 ERA. So you got to wonder if his season got cut short and didn't see him for a while. All right. All right, all about that base, Bader, Arosarena, Glaber. So what do we think about Glaber Torres this year, now that he's going to be back at his natural position, right? You think we see Glaber go back up to like a 280 average and 25 to 30 home runs this year? Or is he just not going to pan out to expectations? Barrios, part of an impressive staff up in Toronto. And they have more arms coming up, too. He's still around, huh? Dylan Cease. Decent year last year, 13-7. 226 strikeouts, 965 and 2/3 innings. He's one more season away from, I think, really being on the radar. Luis Gil. Seaver and Wheeler. Wheeler, a former Met. And the late Tom Seaver was a Met on 2 different occasions. And this individual is currently a Met. And that is an image variation for Francisco Lindor. And Mondesi did not have a good season last year. I think many were expecting him to break out. Again, 2020 messed up, I feel like, the momentum for a ton of players. We'll see if he's one of the ones that can get it back. I don't know. All is quiet on Facebook. I like this. This is nice. Got a nice refractor here. There's another Caratini short print. Looks like we're going to get a lot of repeats on the short prints in this box, as they tend to have the same cut, the same pattern. Chris Stratton. Bobby Dalbec. So Kyle Lewis last season, only 130 at-bats at the major league level, 5 home runs, 4 doubles, 246 average. So hopefully comes back. He had some knee issues, tore his meniscus. Hopefully he comes back and produces this coming year. A lot of people expecting this guy to produce. Well, he had 42 extra base hits in 464 at-bats, but his batting average kind of plummeted towards the end of the year down to 248. So kind of an up and down season for him. We'll see if he can show off that upside and keep it going all year long this year. Matt Manning. There's Luis Gill. O'Neal Cruz, who solid season in the minors and had 9 at-bats at the major league level last year. Got hits in 3 of them, so he did something. Vidal Brujan, Luis Robert, Shohei Ohtani, Dave Winfield flashbacks, Jake Burger for the White Sox, Patrick Wisdom, and check that out. Chrome Refractor. Jarren Duran, 45 out of 373 for the Red Sox. So far, 1 wander in the first 2 boxes. We're on box number 3. So Jarren Duran. Miguel Andujar. So Angels doing all right, though. We got a Shohei Ohtani image variation. Pete Fairbanks. Looking for a nice real one. We've had 2 relics so far. Christian Arroyo. Looks like we got another thick card there. It's not super thick, but let's see what we got here. All about that base, Conforto. I think he's still a free agent, right? Chris Bassett ended up with the Mets. Joe Ryan. Matt Olson and his 74 extra base hits headed to Atlanta. Gary Sanchez batted .204 last year and 147 in the strike shortened year. I mean, the guy can hit home runs, but he's got a .230 career average, and kind of shows when you hit way more home runs than doubles. Means it's all or nothing, baby. I don't know. Gotta have some production. Gotta do it when it's clutch, too. Like Pineda. Brendan Rodgers. Starting to show that potential last year. Paul DeYoung. He had a rough year last year. He's another one. He had a Gary Sanchez type year. 19 home runs, 10 doubles, only 356 at-bats. But he batted .197. That don't cut it, my friend. Vlad Jr., on the other hand, batted .311 and still managed to lead baseball with home runs with 48. Brandon Lau, another home run hitter, not too far behind with 70 extra base hits. 70 extra base hits, but 39 of them were home runs. Casey Mize bringing in an ERA under 4. We've been saying, like, in the American League, that's good, but now with the DH universal, I don't know. You think some of those National League ERAs are going to go up a lot higher? Jake Cronenworth, solid year. A's get hit number 3 out of Heritage. I mean, we've seen the Leaf stuff too. Matt Olson is going to be the hit for the 3rd box of Heritage. Now you see why we had the Leaf boxes, right? If you didn't know, now you know. But we've also gotten 3 short prints, so they tend to get overlooked. They're important too. All right, let's see what comes out of this Pro Set box. So since we're in the middle of the break here, we'll do this one up here. Where the heck is it? That it? Nope. Oh, this isn't in a normal spot. Oh, here we go. Found it. I think I found it. It's usually not that difficult. Extra long piece of tape on this one, that's why. All right. So what do we have here? Jordan Mccants. And that's numbered 8 out of 10. Okay. Then let's go 3 out of 15 with Joe Mack. I think he was a third rounder for the Marlins. I don't know. We'll look it up in a minute. 2 out of 25. Joshua Baez. We got a Pro Set prospect card of Khalil Watson. Ryan Holgate. And then we got another SP design here. For Colton Cowser. So not numbered, but I believe that's a short print design. 89 is the main one. And Colton Cowser, the first round pick for the Orioles last year, right? So let's see what we got on him here. Yep, 5th overall pick. Only had 120 at-bats in the minors last year. But he went from rookie ball and very quickly, after batting 507 games, went over to A-ball and did well there. Ended up at 375 batting average, 490 on base percentage, and an OPS of close to 1. Stole 7 bases. Walked 25 compared to 23 strikeouts. That was something we talked about with Bowman once we were doing Bowman draft breaks. A lot of guys were no, there's definitely a difference between Joe Mack and Shane Mack. I don't think they're related. Yeah, just kind of like how you're Christopher Brown and you're not. I don't think they're related. But Colton Cowser, solid, and one of several guys in the top 10 that were walking more than striking out in their collegiate career. And this guy doing it in the minors. So that's a cool thing right there. Next, we have Ryan Holgate. Cardinals. Now, he only batted 193 in 114 at-bats. He was 70th overall pick. And in 114 bats, struck out 46 times. So he's got a little work to do. Little work to do. Khalil Watson, again, one of the other pro set designs there. Prospect design. And he is not even on the list. Let's see. Oh, wait, I think I spelled it wrong. I spelled it like Khalil Lee, but this guy is different spelling. So he's a Marlins first round pick. And again, just 9 games of rookie ball, but he managed to bat .394, walked 8 times, and struck out 7. OPS of 1.13. No homers, but of his 13 hits, 5 were for extra bases, 3 doubles, 2 triples, and 4 stolen bases, showing a little speed there. And only 18 years of age. So it's a good sign when you rock it at rookie ball and you're 18, right? Joshua Baez, Cardinals. And he's another one. Second round pick. Only batted .158 in his 76 at-bats. He did have 5 steals and a couple home runs, but not an overall good showing. 14 walks. So, I mean, his on-base percentage was like almost double his batting average. So the eyes are there. You know, that he's got some developmental possibilities. Maybe just a bad stretch of games. 18 runs as a fact. So he had more runs than hits. And then Joe Mack, Marlins. Oh, no, he was a first rounder. He was a bonus pick. He was 31st overall. Only batted .132 in 53 at-bats. But he's another. He walked 20 times. 22 strikeouts, so it wasn't more. But 20 walks in like 73 plate appearances. That's amazing. His batting average was .132, but his on-base percentage was .373. So if this guy has any power whatsoever, then, you know, he'll probably get a job somewhere. He's got to work on a few things, polish it. And then Jordan Mccants, I can't remember. Was he? Yeah, also a Marlin. 224 batting average and 76 at-bats. He did not walk a lot, so his numbers look like crap. Okay. Mccants hit. Maybe he can. He's got time. He's still young, right? Yeah. 19 years old, so he was out of Pensacola Catholic, so he was a high school player. He's got time. But how much time do we have? We're halfway through the break. Let's keep moving. Box number 4 of Heritage. Box topper. Yadier Molina for the Cardinals. That's the side for now. It is super quiet on Facebook. Super quiet. Even Christopher Brown in there is quiet. Are you still in there, Chris? Leave some noise, man. Let's keep the conversation going. What do you say? So, summary of today's news. The Fresh Prince has a new hit. It's Chris Rock's face. Jason Castro. Yeah, not really much to talk about. St. Peter's sent to the Pearly Gates home. They turned into a pumpkin at midnight. J.D. Davis, METS, Mets. So the Cinderella story is over for St. Peter's. Oh, the unedited video? Oh, cool. I got to catch that. Got another image variation coming. Taylor Trammell. All the Mariners rookies last year just had some struggles. Huge upsides, all of them. 160 average, 156 at-bats, 8 home runs, 7 doubles. The potential's there for Taylor Trammell, for Evan White, obviously for Jared Kalanick. Man, if those three can put everything together on top of everything else that they got there, things are going to look good for Seattle for a while. I think they've also got some upside in the pitching department too, but might take some time. We'll see. They just missed the playoffs last year, despite some of the train wrecks that they had. If I remember correctly, they were in it not quite to the end, but for a while there, right? Almost to the end. There's Redetmers. Devin Williams, black border. So these come out one every few boxes too. Again, if anybody is looking for a personal break tonight, we still got a ways to go in this one. We skill. But if you're looking to party into the late night hours, Jaron Duran, we can accommodate. Rip and ship, or we can just ship. I don't care. Like to rip it. Logan Gilbert, one of those arms with some potential. 128 strikeouts and 119 in the third innings. ERA of 4.68 though, so he's missing a lot of bats, but some of them are hitting him. So he's got a little work to do there. Isaiah Kiner Falefa going to the Yankees. He's not a huge home run hitter, but he does have some pop. He had 25 doubles last year to go with 3 triples and 8 home runs. So it's not terrible. A lot of the Yanks changes are going to give the team a bit of a different feel this year. One of the things, though, they are working on is Aaron Judge. I think they want to give him an extension. And this is a guy who wanted to stick around. Or maybe he didn't. Who knows? Freddie Freeman for the Braves there. So Luke Voigt went over to the Padres, right? There's Vidal Brujan. Hopefully that means Wander Franco is going to come up in this box. He didn't last one. So I think we're 1 Wander in 3 boxes. I think the ratio's got to go up, right? Yeah, Urshela went to the Twins. So Josh Donaldson. Fought his way back to relevancy after some injury issues plagued the middle of his career. Yeah, I think LeMahieu's got another year or 2 with the Yanks, right? I believe that is the case. Sam Hilliard for the Rockies. Oh, the Blue Jays have solid pitching. That's the scary part. You know, they picked up Barrios last year. Alek Manoah, probably the most underrated rookie of last year's class. And can you imagine who they just get? They just got somebody too, right? Oh, I don't know. It's late. I'm not firing on all cylinders right now. I just saw a big arm. I can't remember who it was. Omar Narvaez. Mike Trout. TJ Friedel. Was it Hyunjin Ryu? Bueller. He's going to be the next Kershaw for the Dodgers. Nola. Conforto just had a rough season last year, and he's not picked up, right? I don't think he was expecting that. I want to say he's a Boras guy, too, so he's probably going to hold out too long and end up losing on the deal. It's been happening more and more. So Kirilloff is going to be teammates with Gary Sanchez now. Gallo's definitely back with the Yankees, right? Well, not back. He never left. I think he's got another year to go before they got to worry about him. Is Semien still there? I couldn't remember if the Blue Jays had just picked him up or if they lost him. Yeah, Texas. That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, I thought he was gone. Oh, this rookie pitcher has multiple guys. All right. Shane Bass. There's another Wander. So there's two. Only batting 500 right now. In baseball, that would be amazing. We want to bat higher with Wander, though. We'd like to see him show up in the next two boxes. Brandon Marsh. Seth Beer. Yeah, and they just picked up Kikuchi, too, which, again, we're going to probably stop differentiating as much between an AL and an NL statistic now that we have a universal DH. Jordan Romano. But, Kikuchi's not terrible. Not everybody's an ace. But Manoah, I feel like Manoah's got the potential to be the ace even this year. And then if Nate Pearson wakes up, one guy goes down, gets hurt, you're still looking in good shape. Oh, yeah, they're looking to win. I mean, look at the young players that they got locked up for a while. Vlad, Bo Bichette. There's Joe Kelly. Kevin Biggio. I mean, I think he's expected to bat 8th or 9th. So... don't think they're in too bad of a shape. And you got the Rays are competitive. The Yankees are competitive. The Red Sox should be competitive. Curvin Castro. All right, we got a real one auto, finally, on the fourth box. Matt Manning rookie. Mike Yastrzemski. Took him a while, but he finally got to the majors. Rough on the batting average, but still's got plenty of pop. Brian De La Cruz. There's Kikuchi. So 7 and 9 last year for an underperforming Mariners team, I guess. Struck out 163 in 157 innings. And an ERA of 4.41, while way higher than what he did in Japan. Better than what he did the previous 2 seasons. So if he's even better this year and can get that score under 4, right, on a team that should be backing him up with some offense too, you're looking at possible 5 double-digit winners on that Toronto team. It's tough to get 20 wins nowadays. But you have the potential for 5 starters. And we're talking about an era where guys don't always go 5 innings anymore. It's not like they pitch 9 innings like they used to, right? Some potential there. Stargell and Duvall. Definitely a difference in the balls. Bats, I mean, nobody really, hardly anybody uses ash bats anymore. Now they're all maple. I don't think there's too much of a difference, but I'm pretty sure there's at least some differences in the balls in Japan. They don't use official Major League Baseballs. Size is probably the same, but as far as the little things, the stitching and all that, could be different, minor differences. And, we've seen, even Major League Baseball, there's minor differences that they put in from time to time. And, they have effect on pitchers pitching, and they have effect on the ball traveling, All right, so this 73 real one is going to be of a player who was playing in 1973. He wasn't a Hall of Fame type player, but he was definitely a huge home run hitter. Spin rate, yes, definitely affects the spin rate. Darrell Evans. He's pretty high up there on the list of home run leaders of those players not to make it in the Hall of Fame. So, nice little blast from the past there. All right, so that box is a wrap. So let's get all these leaf jobbers out here. Leaf draft. We're going to have to pull up our minor league baseball website. This is a future name that we could be talking about here for the Blue Jays. Gunnar Hoagland. I believe he was their first round pick. I think he was a top 15 pick, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let's take a look here. Oh, look at this. Albert Pujols, 1-year deal, $2.5 million to head back to St. Louis. I like it. That's where he belongs. Oh, 19th overall pick. It's top 20 pick. So he is on the A's. I apologize. He was the Blue Jays pick. I forgot. He was in the Matt Chapman trade. So that's going to go to the A's. He was the main piece. Zach Lowe, Kirby Snead, Kevin Smith, but Gunnar Hoagland, the big piece for the A's. So they didn't trade Chapman away for Magic Beans. This is the return they're expecting. Jordan Wicks. That's another decent name. I know these aren't like first Bowman cards or anything, but still Jordan Wicks. Cubs. So he was the 21st overall pick. So just 2 spots later. Now, he did have a cup of coffee last year at A-Ball, and in 4 games, through 7 innings, ERA of 5.14. I mean, not a huge sample size. He struck out 5. He walked 3. So, throwing just an inning or 2. Really not much to judge there. And Alejandro Hidalgo. Angels. He was international signing from last year. Through 7 games at rookie ball, 4.67 ERA. Struck out 31 in 27 innings, but he also walked 9. So, not terrible. 6 home runs. That's the killer right there. 6 home runs in 27 innings. But he's 18 years old, so I think he's got some time to calm that down a little, right? Just a little. All right. Box number 5. We're getting there. Another hour, we should be done, right? And we'll have a 1 of 1 all the way at the very end. And Reggie for the A's. Gonna be the next box loader. You know what? You know what makes that even better? It looks like Pujols and Molina will retire together. Yeah, I definitely like that. I hope Pujols gets to hit that 700th home run. I know that's not a guarantee because of playing time, and I don't know. Hopefully that opportunity comes around. Where can I put this one? I'm going to tip over. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, I haven't looked on Facebook for a while, so yeah, the Will Smith was definitely a fresh Prince tonight, that's for sure. Wilmer Defoe. Freddie Freeman was a high number, 429. That's my birthday. Again, in case anybody was thinking of gifts. See that every year. Never works. All right. Winding down, heading towards the back end of this break now, back third. Josh Van Meter. Next stack of packs here. All about that base, about that base. Jose Altuve, which, according to what I was reading, looks like upper management does not want him leading off. There's Andrew Vaughn, who kind of picked it up as the season went along. 37 extra base hits. That's not bad. So this Will Smith has not hit anybody today. So that's good. At least one of them's behaving. Dylan Carlson, at least that we know of. William Dames. He's another one. Underrated player on the Rays there. 285 hitter. 20 home runs, 29 doubles. Then you got Austin Meadows. 29 doubles, 27 home runs, so 59 extra base hits. Drove in 106. only a 234 average. Dame's, about like what, 285 last year, something like that. Definitely overlooked. Lou Brock and Trey Turner there. And Garrett. Closing out the stack there with Mike Trout's boyhood photo of the Stars there. Moving right along. Ryan Stanek. And another star player in the high series, Nolan Arenado. And, little bit lower home run production, 34 home runs instead of the usual 40. So, yeah, looks like leaving Colorado hurt him quite a bit. Although he did only bat 255. And doubles production and triples production, doubles production was a little down. But nothing major there, not major. Yeah, Dansby Swanson. Don Smith. Little regression last year. Jared Walsh playing some good hardball with the Angels. Justifying them moving on from Pujols. And another Will Smith who probably didn't hit anybody today. DJ Peters. Jarren Duran. We got Jesus Sanchez. This guy shares his name with several teammates. He's Jesus Luzardo with his first name and Sixto Sanchez with his last name. So he's definitely a binding force on that team. Bueller, Chapman, rookie Shane Baez, Jed Lowry again re-signing a one-year deal with the A's, it looks like, so he'll be staying there. It's not his first stint there either. DeGrom in his 1.08 ERA last year struck out 146 in 92 innings. I guess you can see how you get arm injury that way, just being that damn good, you know. J.P. Crawford. Different teams. And Lewis Brinson continuing to not really do much of anything. Yeah, I mean, at least he's almost pulled his career average off the Mendoza line, so that's a plus. Tatis. Maybe this is the year for him. I don't know. Matt Manning. Trevor Rogers, very deserving of that rookie cup. A little hard luck on the wins and losses, but there's usually a major pitcher every year who's kind of like that. You know, for years it was Felix Hernandez. He was the only pitcher to win a Cy Young with a losing record, right? Or maybe the first, I don't know. All right, let's see what hit number 5 is. So there's Andrew Knapp, backup catcher for the Phillies, one of them. We also have Rafael Marcan. And, of course, the starter, Real Muto. Wilson Ramos. Definitely showing a reduction in production since after his first year with the Mets. Each starting to catch up here. And that's interesting. Love that. Adam Engel. So, Reed Detmers. Vlad for the Rockies. Manuel Rivera. And another Wander Franco makes 3. Brandon Marsh rookie again. Another Jaron Duran rookie. So, 50 years after the first designated hitter in MLB, now both leagues have it. Again, can't say I'm happy about it. Still not happy about it. But what are you going to do? Bo Bichette coming off impressive season, 60 extra base hits, 298 average. Him and Vlad Jr. very much cleaning up. Talked quite a bit about the Blue Jays this break. How about Austin Riley with the breakout season last year? 67 extra base hits, 107 RBI, 303 average. What are the reasons why the Braves actually did better without Acuna than with? I think that was, just a coincidence, but I think they'll be happy to have him back this year. Victor Robles, man, just never could get back the home run swing he had in 2019. Batted only 203 last year. Still hit 21 doubles, so the hope is still there, and he's still young. That's another thing. He's going to be 25 most of this coming up season. Alonso started slow and then was a beast the second half of the season. Hopefully we'll see a little more consistency, and he ended up batting like 262, but I see him possibly being like a 280 guy. That slow start kind of did that in. 37 home runs, could be 40 to 50. Mets got a good team this year. Again, they come out firing on all cylinders. Just like that AL East, the NL East's got some competition. Phillies made some moves. They spent some money. On paper, very solid team. The Braves coming off of a World Series win. And another Mike Trout bat relic. Interesting. Twinsies there. Maybe there's a red ink floating around in this case. Who knows? Got Bieber and Mookie Betts, who kind of had a down year last year. So we'll see if he can get that touch back. Get in touch with having Freddie Freeman in that lineup ain't going to hurt either. All right, so here is the final blaster of Leaf Draft. A lot of first rounders coming out in this. Again, this is not, it's a cheap product. $30 plus shipping, so I think 35 is what we do on Facebook. But I'd say a third of the autographs are decent names. Again, you're not going to get first phone money for them, but it's not a terrible product, especially right now with Jack Leiter's not being easy to find. Tyler Whitaker, yeah, this box is going to be like the total opposite of what we just saw in the other three. Simon Mucciotti and Manuel Mercedes. They're not all winners. Okay. So a third of the checklist. Manuel Mercedes. Giants. 3-3, 5.11 ERA, struck out 62 and 56 in the third. Only 19 years old, too. Simon Mucciotti, Phillies. Out of Venezuela. He's 23 years old. Last year, man, he went from rookie ball. So I guess he must have had an injury to A plus. So he played for the Jersey Shore Blue Claws for a little while. Then went to AA for a few games, and then he was at AAA for 8 games. So he only played in 20 games last year. He had a said he was on the restricted list, so didn't give much explanation. Not bad, 296 and 71 at bats. So the fact that they stuck him at AAA at the end, he's 23 years old. Maybe he gets a shot sometime this year. And then Tyler Whitaker, Astros prospect, 3rd rounder, batted .202 with 3 home runs and 104 at bats. Did steal 8 bases, just doesn't get on base a lot, so could have been more, right? All right, final Heritage box, and then we'll close it out with the jumbo box of Leaf Metal Draft. So hang on for the final ride here. And DeGrom. Going to be the last box topper there. Only one real one auto so far. Only one real one auto so far. Got Andy Ibanez. And you can see by the cards all being the same depth, no hot box yet. That means it's going to be in the second half. Hot box coming out in the second half. Walter Johnson, Washington Senators. I forget. I think that will go to the Twins, right? That was the early Senators. Early Senators, Twins, late Senators, Rangers. Figure it out later. Did not see a short print last box. Well, we will see a Wander Franco this box, though. There it is right on front. So I might as well just get that out of the way. So we have 4 of them. So that's good. Kind of hope for 4 or 5. Matt Harvey. White border card, white powder face. Wonder if he's going to get a suspension for his admissions in court. Bo Bichette, Fernando Tatis, O'Neal Cruz, Clemente, and that'll go to the Rays, I believe. It's the 3rd time around for that card, I think. So yeah, if we see Walter Franco 4 times, it's not the end of the world. Could be as little as 3, could be as many as 5. Based on the math. Cronenworth. Justin Upton still chilling on the Angels. Jose Ramirez. Can't say it was a down year. Batting average dipped down to 266, but power numbers are still up there. Drove in a lot of runs for the Guardians. Aaron Judge. Brett Phillips. Yoshi Tsutsugo. I didn't realize he went to the Dodgers for a hot minute. Last year with the Pirates, got some at-bats, not a lot, but 8 home runs, 8 doubles in 127 at-bats isn't too bad, 268 average. So maybe get a little more opportunity to prove himself. I don't know. I think he still stayed in the U.S. this year. Any big Red Sox hits yet? So there was a Jarren Duran chrome refractor. So technically not a hit, but it's a nice card. Oh, we got another refractor here. Look at that. Williams Astudillo, who's no longer with the Twins, as shown there, ended up signing a minor league deal. So his brother, I believe, is still in the Mets farm system. A younger brother. Say is Wilfred Astudillo. I'm not sure. Luis Patino for the Rays, a big part of that Blake Snell trade a little ways back. There's Marcus Semien, who had that big contract with the Rangers. Knocked 45 home runs and 39 doubles. 86 extra base hits last year. That actually, I think, might be the most last year, right? Because Guerrero, I don't think, had nearly as many doubles. Joe Barlow. Again, we are on the last box of Heritage here. So halfway through it at this point. One more stack of packs to go after we finish this one. And then we'll close it out with the Leaf Metal Draft Jumbo Box. Got Noah Ryan. Shane Bass. So Steven Matz kind of burned the Mets to go to the Cardinals. Even some grumblings from the new ownership. Kind of felt like they had a deal going, and then he kind of backed out on them. But it happens. We'll see long-term. That's going to get him. Ketel Marte again just re-signed signed an extension today with the Diamondbacks. Let's see. JT Realmuto. Randall Grichuk, who just left the Blue Jays. Traded away, what was it, a few days ago? Luis Gil for the Yankees. Juan Soto, new age performer. So, and there you go. Dodgers. Cody Bellinger. Green parallel. 2 out of 273. All right, last stack here. Orlando Arcia. Getting some backing up on the Braves now. Alex Cobb. Still kicking it around. Giants. And, well, looks like the second half of this case has the potential to be really loaded. Again, only one autograph this one. We were loaded up on short prints, so I wouldn't say it was a total failure. But I personally, statistically, I think the best is really yet to come. Pablo Lopez. Also, all of the short prints we've seen so far have just been regular image variations. So if we do have a super short print in this case, we haven't seen it yet. Let's see what we do have. All about that base, about that base. Shohei Ohtani. Vlad Jr. Dalton Varsho. 284 at bats, but 30 extra base hits. Not terrible. Only batted 246, but yeah. Backup catcher, part-time outfielder. I think he probably did the job that was expected of him. And Kevin Biggio, not a great year last year. Also spent some time with the Buffalo affiliate. Hopefully he can work his way up that lineup. I mean, I don't think he'll ever make it into the heart of that lineup based off of, big Bichette, Chapman, Guerrero, but I think he's got number 2 hitter potential, or maybe a 6. Franmil Reyes still hit 50 extra base hits last year. A little dip in the average, but Giolito, 11-9 with a 3.53 ERA, struck out 201. Got to take advantage of this time of the year where the stats on the cards are actually accurate. Love yesterday all the Twitter posts. Wander Franco's batting 125. Everything's falling apart and coming down. Like they're really just trying to hype it so that they can buy cheap on him, I guess. I don't know. Stupid. Eduardo Escobar. Had some big years with the Diamondbacks and the Twins. Mets hoping to do a little money ball themselves. You know, they did get some big free agents, but they also got a couple players here and there that they're not the biggest names, but they do have the potential to offer something. Rich Hill still hanging in there. Putting up respectable numbers too, especially what is he, about 40? And this will go to the Phillies. Andrew McCutchen, who I believe is still a free agent at this time. Did he sign anywhere yet? Solak and Eloy Jimenez. Close it out. So that's it for Heritage. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, he did sign with the Brewers. Okay. I forgot about that. He was a post-lockout deal, though, right? Final box. Leaf Metal Draft. Jumbo. 1 of 1 coming out. We got our 1 of 1 proof here. So this guy batting over 300 in the minors for 2021 and 2019. Clear pink. Excuse me. This one is going to stay home and stay with the White Sox. Yelbert Sanchez. And isn't it ironic, don't you think, that we got another Morissette here? Cody Morissette. I wonder who that's going to be. So Cody Morissette for the Marlins. A little repeat there. How about this repeat? Connor Hoagland. That's what, the A's, right? 4 out of 7. Ty Madden. I want to say he's a Tigers. I could be wrong. Yep, Tigers. I was right. He just got reassigned to minor league camp, which was expected. 32nd overall pick. So technically a first rounder, but in the compensatory area. And that is numbered 17 out of 20. No, it's not Seth Rollins. It's somebody really named Tyler Black. So another tie for short. Brewers. He was also a first rounder, compensatory pick. And he batted .241 over rookie and A-ball. Did walk 26 times compared to 31 strikeouts, so that's not terrible. 5 steals. So average of 241, but the on-base percentage was .426. We liked it. How about the guy named top third baseman in the minors by Major League Baseball? So the MLB.com list. Brett Beatty of the Mets. We saw him in the hobby box we did today of Leaf Metal Draft. So there you go. First rounder. Didn't take long for him to be traded. As he is now on the Reds minor league system. From South Jersey, not far from here, about close to Atlantic City. Closer to Atlantic City than here, but about 40 minutes away. Chase Petty. So, only threw 5 innings last year in the minor leagues, but 18 years old. Went to Mainland Regional from Linwood, New Jersey. And this card is numbered 3 out of 20. All right, not doing bad here. And we haven't seen the big one yet. Tinaj Thomas. Pirates. And not overly impressive, but last year played A-ball. So strikes out more than 1 per inning. Career ERA of 4.63. See, I'm going too far with that. Drew Gray. Cubs. Only threw 4 innings last year. 3rd round pick, 18 years old, so out of high school. And who's the redemption going to be? So this individual, obviously it's got to be a decent one. Looks like he did not throw a single pitch in a professional game because he actually went back and continued studying at Vanderbilt. All right. His father, his uncle, and his cousin all played professional ball. And that is correct. I gave you enough hints, right? So you got Jack Leiter for the Rangers. It's not too shabby there. So Jack Leiter for the Rangers. All right. Recap time. Again, not going to remember all the teams for all the players. Not going to look them up. We're just going to roll with the recap and take it from there. Again, if anybody's keeping, send me a message. All right. Keeping or dropping. Either way, send me a message so I know what I'm doing, because I'd like to see the other half of this case break. I'd like to see a hot box. I'd like to see if there's 2 autos instead of 1 in the other half. Again, only once have we seen 5 autos, and only once have we seen 2. It's usually, well, except for the 1 year. 1 year, the 2 autos was actually quite common. Hopefully we're not going back to that. Last year, we had 5 autos in 1 box, and 3 or 4 in the others. I mean, cases. Sorry. Did a few cases in this. I like it. Was that 2020? We did 7 cases of it. All right. So we did see 4 Wander Francos in the break. Manuel Mercedes, Simon Muzziotti, Tyler Whitaker, Gunnar Hoagland, which we would also see for the A's there in metal. Jordan Wicks, Alejandro Hidalgo, Jake Vogel, Jose Ramos, Zach Geloff, Cody Morissette. One of many of these sleeve cards were quite a few were Marlins, and he had a leaf metal too. Coulson Montgomery, Drew Gray, also showing up in metal. Ryan Holgate, Khalil Watson, Joshua Baez, number to 15 for the Marlins, Joe Mack, Jordan Mccants, number to 10. Got Ty Black, Tinaj Thomas, number to 35. Ty Madden, number to 20 for the Tigers. Colton Cowser for the Orioles. You got the short print design there. Brett Beatty for the Mets. Chase Petty, number to 20 for the Reds. Cody Bellinger to 273 with the chrome. Number to 373, Jarren Duran. So another refractor there. That's for the Red Sox. Some short prints. We had Garrett Cole. All these are image variations. Freddie Freeman. Francisco Lindor, and Shohei Ohtani. Yalmer Sanchez for the White Sox with the 101. We had Matt Olson for the A's. Javi Baez for the Tigers, and 2 Mike Trouts for the Angels. Braves got a real one with Darrell Evans. Nice little throwback card there. And Jack Leiter of the Rangers, which parallels are not determined until you fulfill. So maybe it's a nice parallel. Who knows? We don't know. But what we do know is that I'd like to break the second half of this tomorrow. So please let me know either way. Are you keeping or dropping? Just hit me up on Messenger. And that's a wrap for tonight. So we're looking forward to ripping you a new one real soon. I'll see you later. Good night.